welcome to another episode of Don't Waste Time, Let's Save the Planet. Today I'd like to share a few tips with you on how to make sure that you recycle correctly. But before we get there, I'd like to share a special term with you, something called WISHcycling. You know when you go to your bins and sometimes you just stand there and you're not sure which bin to really put it in, but you really wish it was recycled, so you put it into the yellow bin because you really want it to be recycled. So this is something called WISHcycling. Please do not WISHcycle. Why? Because it is actually more expensive to remove the contamination from the yellow bin rather than you having to put it into incorrect bin. So do not WISHcycle. So how do you make sure that you recycle correctly and you recycle right? There are a few simple steps. I have 3 for you today. Number 1, always one of the best options you can do is to check with your local council. Whether you live in Stirling, whether you live in Bunbury, Busselton, Bayswater, please check with your council. There are a few resources you can check. One of them is this waste guide. Most councils do send them to you so you can put them on your fridge. Another way is to go on their website and just search for recycling. And lastly, if you're old-fashioned, you can just give them a call and they will let you know. Why is that? Because even though the resources and the way we recycle and sort our waste are becoming unified, we are working on that, there are still items that are being held and dealt with differently in each council. Such as hazardous waste or e-waste, electronic waste, is pretty much dealt with really differently in each council. So you have to make sure that these items that are not put into your curbside bin are taken to the right place. Some councils will offer on demand, some councils will send you to their recycling tip. So make sure you know what your council does with those things. Number 2 is you can always go, it's a great resource on Recycle Right website. It's recycleright.wa.gov.au. It's looked by and after by an SMRC council. So it's a really good resource when you go. You can pick your solution you have at home, whether you have 2 bins, 3 bins, whether you have go bin, go bin, and then it takes you to a page where you can put any item or material and it will literally spit it out for you and tells you which bin to put it into. So Recycle Right, I'll put it into the post so you can just click on it. A really good source. And lastly, what you can do to make sure you recycle correctly, well, ask a reliable source. And by that, I don't mean talking to your grandpa. Unless grandpa works as a waste education officer, in that case, please do talk to your grandpa. So make sure that your sources are local. So if you, for example, Google, there might be websites that are related to Victoria, New South Wales. They do recycle differently. So make sure you're asking the right person that knows the local rules and knows what to do in your council. And that's it. If you have any specific questions about specific items you're unsure about how to recycle them, please put them underneath this video and I will answer them next week. Otherwise, share this video with everyone you know. Thanks for watching and do not waste time. Let's save the planet. I'll see you next week. Bye! Thanks, John, for watching.